The end of the government shutdown could soon mean relief at our nation's airports, but it'll probably take just a second to get things back on track. Hundreds of flights are being canceled every day, and Thanksgiving, as we know, is coming 2 weeks from today, actually. For some insight, we're joined in a network exclusive by, this is Delta Airlines CEO Ed Bastian. Always good to see you, Ed.
Yeah, it's always good to be with you.
So what's new in your world? Anything going on?
Well,
listen, the shutdown is over. We're all very relieved about that. But we keep hearing, even though it's over, it's going to take a minute for airlines to get back on track. What does that mean?
I think we'll be back a lot faster than people think. The last couple of days actually were pretty good.
Were they?
The staffing, as soon as the Senate deal on Monday got approved, staffing levels almost overnight improved dramatically. So last couple of days, the only cancellations that Delta had were the government mandated cancellations for us, which is mostly on our smaller planes. And I expect by the weekend we're pretty much going to be full steam ahead.
How bad did it get for you? Give us an example of what a Delta schedule was normally like and what it was like during the shutdown and how you handled all that.
Well, one of the big challenges we had, now we're just the mandated shutdowns, is that the staffing levels in some of the airports and the control towers were significantly reduced. And listen, I can't blame them. You know, when you don't pay people for weeks on end and expect them to do the type of job they do, with the stress they have and the strain they have, it's meant. So Saturday was a perfect illustration that we had a little storm pass through Atlanta. Not anything terribly unusual. The overall level of arrival rates got reduced down to 20 an hour. Normally it's 80 an hour. Brought down to 20 an hour. Partly the storm, partly the staffing levels were significantly lower than where they normally were. That's the equivalent of us having a snowstorm.
Wow.
And we had, as a result of that several hour block, we had hundreds of cancellations. And you think about the thousands, tens of thousands of people whose plans were disrupted.
Yeah, they said Delta had more cancellations than other airlines. Why do you think that is?
I don't think we had that much. I think everyone had roughly the same. I mean, on order of magnitude. I think the Atlanta situation itself was probably indicative of that.
You know, Sean Duffy, Transportation Secretary, said this was done for safety reasons. We all get that. And I don't expect you to say, yeah, I'm worried about safety too now. But for many people, we're still very nervous about flying because it does seem very dicey for a lot of nervous flyers in particular. What do you say to reassure people, to let people know that it's still safe to fly?
Oh, it's incredibly safe to fly. It's the safest form of transportation. And
I know people always say that, but
Secretary Duffy did the right thing by getting ahead when they saw that the staffing levels and the controllers were having a difficult time managing without getting paid. Pulling proactively the schedules down was right. We didn't like it, but we felt like it was the prudent thing to do. Staff controllers are back to work now. They're going to get paid, I understand, in the next day or so. As a result, I think the system should return to normal by the weekend. I really do. And normal for us is an incredibly safe, incredibly reliable, great experience.
But the airline must have lost a lot of money during this time.
Oh, yeah.
So does that mean normally when the company loses money, it normally ends up hurting the consumer in some way? Will our prices be raised now?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, it's a competitive
I'm not
marketplace.
looking for a raise, but I'm not looking for an increase, but why would it not?
No, it's a competitive marketplace. Everyone went through the same thing. We had at Delta, we had a little over 2,000 cancellations for that period of time, meaningful, but we'll still be fine financially. It was a week. It wasn't. If it was an extended period of time, it'd be more challenging. But if we get back, and we will be back to normal this weekend. Yesterday we were over 90% on time, system-wide, every flight, all day long.
And no concerns about Thanksgiving.
No concerns. Thanksgiving is going to be a great holiday period to travel.
Okay, I'm going to be looking for Delta Thanksgiving. Thank you very much, Ed. Always good to have you here.